that the Columbine attackers had planned to
hijack a plane from Denver's New World Airport, perhaps lodge it into skyscrapers in New York City.
Look for the early warning signals that deeply troubled young people send.
I, Ashley Egeland, recognized Eric Harris and redacted, shooting at me and other people.
We walked over there, we saw three guys with guns.
Do without will be the whole of the law.
Former students at Columbine High School. We already know that. I'll tell you who they are because, okay, we already know who they are, ma'am.
Government reports,
wherever a witness identifies someone besides Harris or Klebold by name as having been an attacker,
the name has been redacted.
Like, as a Thelamite, I should say.
I was sort of scared to die at first until we learned about this. And then I got a lot better from it. And, now I'm not scared to die.
Clinton saying he and his aides are struggling to understand why all of this happened.
They were making us write stories about us dying at this age.
Surely more of them can be saved, and more innocent victims and tragedies can be avoided.
Hijack a plane from Denver's New World Airport.
Then she saw an adult, blonde, short, spiky hair, thought he was in 30s. She thought he was a cop until he held up a sawed-off shotgun, to sneak up on the school through a nearby field to have a look.
I really wanted to die.
We ought to be trembling about the fact that the schools, which have failed to teach academics, are now presuming to teach matters of life and death.
I don't believe it's good for the Clintons to force our religion on kindergartners.
They were making us write stories about us dying at this age.
Wow, I get to learn everything God knows. It was exciting. It was something to look forward to. So they took me to the hospital.
To touch it, to feel it, to smell it, to know that it's real.
Small got such a good look at the man she saw outside the science room that she was able to put forth a sketch of his face.
This fall, your youngster may take a field trip to a funeral home. Visit a mortuary where cadavers are laid out for embalming. It can happen. Welcome to the startling, the shocking death education.
Loosely defined, death education is supposed to prepare young people for coping with death. And as Tom Jarrell shows us, it seems there can be unexpected consequences.
His name was Stanley. Stanley died relatively young.
Bill Wendt, a priest at Maryland's St. Francis Center, is paid to conduct this tour for about 400 students a year. Some of the students are repulsed by the experience. 1 out of every 10 of our public schools include death education. Its emotional impact on students is still unknown. Impressionable young minds are curious about the subject of death. Educators argue that today's teens are increasingly preoccupied with death, introduced as early as kindergarten. And by the time they're 18, these 5th graders will have witnessed 32,000 murders on television. So to give them a more realistic view of death, this class...
That what they have to do is select a casket that can